All right, buddy. This week on Camera Talk, we are not going to Japan.
What? No.
Ooh, surprise, surprise. We're not going to Germany.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God. Well, what does that leave us? Who else makes lenses out there? Is it Korea?
No.
No. Is it China?
Ancient Chinese secret.
7artisans. Yes, 7artisans we're going to look at this week. It's a fisheye. Like as a fisheye. We're ripping eyes out of fish and putting them in lenses. Oh my God.
That's disgusting.
How cruel. Well, a fisheye is something, obviously you're not going to walk around and use this every day, but hey, it's a fun lens. It's great for distortion. It's great for very wide angles. Is it any good? Well, let's find out. So grab yourself something to eat or drink, get yourself comfortable,
Talk it out, man.
and let's get it on.
Here I am in Vietnam. Rain is always coming down.
This is Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right. Dylan and I are back for another episode of Camera Talk. And this week, just as the intro says, we're off to China. That's right. There's a company in China that produces some relatively decent lenses for being as economical as they are. I've got a few of them. I think I've got 4, 5, something like that. Haven't counted them in a while. But anyway, the company's name is 7artisans. Are there 7artisans?
No.
No? How many are there? 10? 10? You're sure? You've never even been to China, mister. How would you know? All right, so we've got 10 artisans working for 7artisans producing some pretty decent economical lenses. And this week we're looking at the first version, not version.
You must tie her down on a bed and spank her.
First version of their fisheye.
No.
7.5.
No.
Yes, it is, sir. The 7.5,
No.
2.8
No.
lens. And the thing about 7artisans too is they focus a lot of their designs on APS-C sensor size. So I've got, for my Canon M50, it's an APS-C sensor. And it is, a pretty decent lens for, pretty decent camera for what it can do. And the 7artisans lenses that I have are designed for this. Now there's another artisan group in China called TT Artisan, but they're no relation whatsoever. They just happen to like the word artisan in the name of their company. But TT Artisans creates a particular lens that I also enjoy, but it's for full frame, and it is 50 millimeter 0.95. It's the poor man's Noctilux. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. So what we're looking at here, I just got my kit lens on here, the 15 to 45, which does us no good for this video. But this is the fisheye, 7.5. Where's my little dot? There it is. Decent construction. It's all metal. It's got a metal mount and whatnot. But when I say economical, I mean economical. I mean, this thing's 140 bucks. When it came out, it's still 140 bucks today. Don't hit my lenses, or my lenses will hit you back, mister. That's right. I will defend them on their behalf. So, EOS M mount is what the Canon M50 uses. So 7artisans produces their lenses in multiple mounts just to cover the full gamut of things. So it covers Canon, EOS, even RF mounts, Sony, Leica, Fujifilm, Nikon, Olympus, which is micro four thirds actually, and the L mount Alliance, you know, the Leica Lumix Sigma collection as well. So that's a full range of mounts that these things, this thing comes in. And what does a fisheye do? I mean, what is fisheye, mister? Is that like you just rip the eye out of a fish and you plunk it in there and everything looks as if a fish were looking through it?
Morning! 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 What's new? Not much.
I don't know what that would look like, but if it did, does that mean fish see everything in great distortion, wide angle? I don't know. What do you know? Do you know? No, I know you don't. You don't know anything, do you? So, anyway, it's a fisheye, and what fisheyes are is exaggerated wide angle. So they're basically designed for distortion. You know, they bubble affect everything. And so they're not something you're going to use every day in your walk around type lens, unless that's your specific artistic flair for the for your photographic genre that you're in. Perhaps that's what you're famous for is fisheye photography. So as I said, it's designed for APS-C and micro four thirds. So it's designed for smaller sensors anyway. It's got quite a construction. It's 11 elements in 9 groups. It's close focus. It's 15 centimeters, which is pretty good. I mean, that's roughly about here, right? That's you can get pretty darn close to something. It's got 7 curved aperture blades. So I don't think you're really going to be after bokeh when you're using a fisheye, but hey, if you were, well, let me know in the comments below if you ever have some decent bokeh in your fisheye photography. And it's definitely not light. It's fairly beefy. It's 300 grams. Now they come in different versions too. As I said, not the first version, even though I have the first version. There's no virgins in this.
Spank me. And spank me. And me. And me. Yes. Yes, you must give us all a good spanking.
But there's 3 versions altogether. The first 2, I actually have, when I say the first version, I have the subset of the first version. So there's 3 altogether. There was the first one in 2017, and the difference with it is it came with a screw-off hood, and oh, there was another difference on there. Oh, 11 blade, had 11 aperture blades. And then the second subset, or the second version, which is a subset of the first. Are you confused yet? No, you're following along clearly? Good for you.
What you talking about, doctor?
The second subset version that I have is 7 aperture blades and a fixed hood. So that's the difference. The optical formula is all the same. Now the new latest version, version 2, was produced in 2021, and it has an updated optical, formula, and it's 265 grams, so it's lighter, and it actually has a wider angle. But I'm not talking about the second version because I don't have it. So anyway, this first version, subset 2, that I have, is, again, it's a decent lens for $140. It's got declicked aperture ring, so that's great for video, for those who are changing aperture during their video shooting, so you're not going to hear the click, click, click. Oh, the other difference between this version and the second 2021 version is the aperture goes from f2.8 to f22. The new version in 2021, it only goes to f16. It's closer to a Leica design. You're a little pain in the ass, aren't you? You're a pain in the ass. I should throw you on the floor and see how much you bounce. Or should I not? So, anyhow, let's talk about full frame equivalent. So, as you know, APS-C has a crop factor, right? Canon has the weird one. Canon's a 1.6 crop factor, but the rest, the Sony and Fuji and whatnot have 1.5, Nikon. So, and then Micro Four Thirds has 2. So if we look at the crop factors, full frame equivalent, starting with 1.5, the equivalent then at a full frame is 11.25 millimeter. And then 1.6 is 12 millimeter. And then the Micro Four Thirds, which is a 2 times crop, is 15 millimeter equivalent. Sharpness, starting at f2.5, it's sharp enough, I guess, if you're after sharpness for your fisheye lenses. You know, 5.6 gets a little better, and I'll show you samples of that in a second using this guy. And also, you know, it's not going to be sharp corner to corner either. You know, again, with all the distortion and whatnot, it's not designed for that kind of thing. Chromatic aberration sucks.
They suck. They just suck.
You know, that's something to be aware of, especially off in the corners. And again, that's just the nature of the type of lens this is. So be aware of that. Some you may be able to correct in post, I guess, but just expect it to be crappy, you know. So stay away from bright sun or bright light.
Do not go into the light!
The front of the lens anyway. It also flares like crazy in that regard too, because you know, I get this giant bulb sticking out of front. I mean, you can see the you can see the front element, you know, bulging right out of there.
That's what she said.
Can you see that? You can see yourself in there, huh? Ooh. I mean, the shape of it kind of looks like Hal, doesn't it? You know who Hal is?
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
You know Hal? I didn't think so. 2001, buddy. You gotta watch that. The lens hood's kind of cool to slip on. It's got a little fabric, little felt lining to, you know, have it sit on there without falling off and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's get you some shots of kind of what this looks like from where I'm sitting. The aperture ring is also right up against the end of the lens too. So it's the opposite, you know, like at a Leica lens where the aperture ring is right at the top or at the end of the lens up here. The aperture ring on this is near the bottom. But luckily, because it's declicked, you can just use your finger, your one finger to move it. So 2.8. So let's get you a shot. Now, because I'm using my Canon M50, I'm using my Sony A7R II to record this video, because my other Canon M50, I have 2 of them. Another teacher borrowed it and hasn't returned it yet. You know how people are when they borrow things. Oh, I'll give it right back to you tomorrow. And they give it back to you like 6 months later.
You scum-sucking pig.
But anyway, so I'm using that. So anyway, so let me get in as best I can. With the fisheye, even from this, I still get your head in there, even though you're not even in the screen. But no. But let me see if I can get this any closer. No, closer. No, right there. Alright, so where's my focus? Let's see if I get that as sharp as I can. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Hold on, Daddy has a 10-second timer on there. What an idiot, huh? Boop. Alright, let me change that to single shooting. Yeah. It's the one time, the only time you could ever call Daddy an idiot. Alright. So let's try that again. Look at that, I even need to keep my hand out of there. So you're going to see Dylan in the corner. 1, 2, 3. Did you just touch the lens, you little... Don't touch the lens, man. You get your stupid fingerprints on there. No. I'm going to have to take you out for a beating. 5.6. Everybody raise your hand if you want to give Dylan a beating. See? Everybody thinks like I do.
No way.
Let's give Dylan a beating. Alright, so let's see how sharp we get that one. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Oh, no, I even got my hand in on that one. See, fisheyes got such a wild angle of view that it's hard, even going like this, my hand is in the scene. Dylan's shot is also, Dylan's head is in the scene. So we'll see that. We'll see that as I show you in a second. All right, so want to see some shots of Dylan? See some shots of Dylan at 2.8. Is right. You look pretty funky, don't you? Yeah, look all fish-eyed. How about Dylan at 5.6? Yeah. And what everybody's been waiting for, even though I know you think everybody's waiting for pictures of Dylan, how about the random pictures? Kind of seeing a little bit of the rainbows and butterflies and bunny rabbits and all the other cute off-colored stuff that we can show you. Yes, you're so brilliant, mister. You're showing off that high intelligence. So here's some random stuff at F whatever. All right. So, so that's the camera, or that camera. That's the lens. I can't really think of anything else to tell you. You know, again, it's good for fun. It's great if you want some really wide angles on things. It's the widest angle lens that I have. That's for sure. So, can we recommend it? Yes.
Yes.
Dylan says, sure, get yourself one. It's only $140. And again, it's something you throw in the bag. I mean, 300 grams is not the lightest thing in the world, but you never know when you might run across an opportunity to use it. So, with that said, how about our little plug for our photo editing software that we use? And who do we use, mister? You almost fell down. You almost fell down. We use Luminar. Luminar AI and Luminar Neo. That's right. Luminar AI. What does the AI stand for? No, you don't know? It's your chance to shine, mister. AI. Come on, show off. Show off. What is AI? No, I don't know. Yeah, good guess, though. But it's a crappy guess. No, that's not what it means. Artificial intelligence. No. Yes, it is. It's not real intelligence. It's the artificial kind. Kind of, you know, kind of like the kind you display at times, artificially. And so Neo, which is their latest, greatest one, is a combination of Luminar 4 and Luminar AI mushed together and comes up with a brand new version. Back to versions again.
It's a child! Shit!
And, you know, again, it's something that is quite useful for us lazy people anyway, who don't want to spend hours in Lightroom or whatever, sliding this and sliding that and checking this and checking that. One-stop shop. Push a button here, push a button there. There's lots of templates and things. You could just, you know, do like cinematic, or you could do close-ups, or you could do portrait, or you could do, you know, experimental. There's all kinds of different things that you can click on, and it fixes it up for you. So, the other reason to get it too, besides all the AI, is it's economical. You know, it's under $100. I don't remember exactly what it is these days. Do you remember? No. No, you don't remember anything, do you? You remember how to say no, I know that. But even still, as economical as it is, would you like to save $10? Because if you want to save $10, click below. No. Yeah, do it. Click below. There's a link in the description. It'll take you to Luminar. You can buy your own version of Luminar, and you'll save $10. You know, who can't handle saving $10? And what do they do with that $10? Well, because we put the effort in to tell you about it, they give it to us. And what's that called, buddy? No. It's not called anything? No. It's called kickback. Yeah, kickback. And what are you going to do with your $10? Are you going to save it? No. Are you going to give it to daddy? No. Are you going to give it to mommy? No. What are you hitting me for? Oh, yeah, you little violent. You wait. I got your violence right here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Are you going to save it for yourself? And one day, you'll have $1 million. That's right, $1 million.
$1 million.
So anyway, that's it. That's it about Luminar. So get yourself a copy, or use any kind of software that's out there available to you, because sometimes your photos don't quite turn out the way you expected them to, and a little tweak here and there can help quite a bit, really. So anyway, would you like everybody to support our channel? I think so. So what's one way to support our channel? Well, you can subscribe. That's right. How about this? Are you going to help me out? How about subscribe? You're not helping out, mister. 2 fingers. Fingers up. Subscribe. Oh, you're a lame subscriber today. Boy, you're a terrible salesman. And besides subscribers, what else does YouTube like?
I like you a lot.
They like the thumbs up, right? So how about you give us a thumbs up, we give you the thumbs up girls. Thumbs up, do 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 do. Thumbs up. That was a pretty lame singing. Oh my goodness, I thought my singing was bad. So anyhow, I think that was about it. Well, besides that, who are we? Well, you're Dylan. I'm Dr. Scott.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
And together we're all Modesty Photography. And what are we here for? We're here to talk about tips and tricks about photography, introduce you to new vintage lenses and camera systems and new ideas and things about that, and so on and so forth. Introduce you to Dylan's latest talents, to which I don't know if you really have any or not.
I'm a fucking artist. I'm sensitive as shit.
And really just anything photographic, really. You know, we like to talk about here on Camera Talk. So, other than that, you should all come back next week.
Sí.
Yeah, we do this every week, every Friday, Vietnam time. So depending on where you are in the world, that could be today for you, or tomorrow, or the next day. No, not the next day. The day before. The day before, the day after, or now. Whew. That's quite a bit of an expanse in time, isn't it? Yeah.
What are you waiting for, huh?
So, but why should they come back, mister? Because you belong here. That's right. Where do they belong? Huh? Come on, get in the front. Because it's the only way you do this. Where do they belong? What's the name of this camera show? This was Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. Yeah, and Dylan. So thank you for dropping by. Thanks for paying attention. If you have been paying attention, or maybe you tuned out a long time ago, but if you did, you're probably not listening to this anyway. But thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for buying a copy of Luminar if you did. If you haven't yet, hurry up, don't wait.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
We need the $10. We need the money. Just kidding. So thanks for everything, and thank you for just being you. And other than that, I guess we'll see you next week, right? Next Friday. Something else new and exciting coming out. So, are you ready to say bye-bye?
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Here I am, Vietnam. Rain is always coming.